Yo, what up, though? It's your boy DME. All right, boys, we are officially headed back to Detroit. DME Detroit is officially resurrected. We are headed back. Great vacation. Nay. Yeah, I know. And then you got this one. Hi, Ponzi. Hi. All right, boys. Let's talk about the controversy of the day. Stupid thing. Anyways, the URL app. Trust the process. Hashtag trust the process. Which actually means don't question the process. Now, I know I'm being called a hater and all this stuff. And I was just on Salute to Drizzy. I was just on Midwest Driz show with Battle Truth and Ben Swayze. And we talked all about when that conversation drops that, you know, your boy DME is going to be called a hater, but you know what? It's actually the opposite. I'm not a hater. I'm actually trying to help the app and help it grow and give constructive criticism. All right? I will never be a yes man. I will never sell out to the Illuminati. Never. But anyways, here's my issue, bros. And I want it to be successful. Hi, Nene. Hi. I want it to be successful. All right? Here's my problem. It's looking like it's going to be costing about $8 a month, which is not a lot of money, all right? But the pay-per-views are not included. So you got me paying separate for the pay-per-views as it is for now. The way I would love to have had it launch, and which probably been the most successful, would be to include the pay-per-views, but, you know, charge more. You know, even $14.99 a month, maybe even $19.99 a month. Because they drop so much pay-per-views. Now, what this basically is going to be, it's going to be like the band legacy app, where all the band battles and all the I'm sure what they're going to end up doing is not having all the events on pay-per-view. Maybe be only the biggest, you know, events that are going to be available for pay-per-view. I don't know. All right, if that's the case, the app will make a lot more sense when you think about it. Because if they're not going to have, if not every event's not going to be pay-per-view anymore, and if it's just going to be selected for the app, then that will be a lot. It would make a lot more sense. The problem is, all right, you actually, you know, you're going to be ended up losing more money in the long run doing that. All right, because you're not going to be charging the $50 or whatever it is for all the pay-per-views. Instead, you're going to be limiting that profit that's coming in for the sake of the app. Now, here's the deal. If the app is only going to be band battles and this and that, and then pay-per-view battles are drop on there faster. See, this is the problem I'm having with it. And it comes strictly for the growth of battle rap. It's not a selfish thing. I'm not coming at this as a battle rap blogger. I'm coming at this as a battle rap fan. All right, you can. It's easily separated. All right, you can easily separate yourself from being a normal fan and being a blogger or whatever it is. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Me as a fan of battle rap, would I be willing to pay $8 a month on top of the pay-per-views? I'm telling you, I probably wouldn't. Or what I probably would do is stop buying the pay-per-views and just strictly watch the battles that come out on the app, and then buy the occasional pay-per-view that I'm interested in. That might be the route that me as a regular battle rap fan, because me as a blogger, I'm going to buy everything. I'm going to get the app, obviously, blah, 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 blah. All right? You know, I blog on this stuff. This is what I do. But, you know, we can't look at it like that. We got to look at it as a consumer. Would you be willing to pay for something that you used to get for free? And that's basically where I'm coming at with this. Now, I salute URL for trying to control, to get off YouTube and try to control their content. Now, the problem with that is YouTube is the biggest platform in the game. Everybody wants to be on YouTube. Everybody, all right, there's so many benefits from being on YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google. When you do a Google search, the first 1,000 hits that come up are all the YouTube videos, all right, in Google. It's not just YouTube, it's also Google. All right, when you Google something, all All right, it comes up in the Google search. So now you're taking that away. It's in essence abandoning YouTube. And now the argument against me was, well, they're not abandoning YouTube. They're gonna still drop stuff. They're gonna, but they even said they're not gonna drop battles, any fresh battles for 5 months, 5 to 6 months after they've happened. All right, everybody knows in the digital age in 2019. All right, that is not relevant anymore. When a battle is 5 months old and then it drops on YouTube, nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna care, and it's gonna stunt the growth because not a lot of casuals are gonna be willing to pay for an app. They're not gonna be that invested in it. The key is to, all right. See, I felt like y'all had the best of both worlds, where you were doing the pay-per-views and you were doing YouTube. All right, and the key is to change. The whole point of having YouTube as a vehicle to drive them to your pay-per-views. All right. And when you completely abandon it, and yes, to me it is. You might disagree. You might think, well, they're not, just because they're waiting 5-6 months, they have this whole back catalog. Nobody cares, all right, about back catalog. All right, it needs to be fresh material. It needs to be material that's dropped now, okay? So when you abandon the biggest platform in the world, what do you got? You guys are watching me on YouTube. What do you think's going on? Just doing face-offs and this and that, which is probably all going to get relegated to the app now, is not enough. All right, you need, and they've already stunted their growth when they wait months and months and months to drop the battles that have already happened. The growth has already been stunted. All right, in my opinion. All right, there's so many examples out there. Taking Alex Jones, for instance, he's been deplatformed off of YouTube, completely canceled off YouTube. The guy had millions and millions and millions of subscribers. Love him or hate him, whether you believe in conspiracy theories or not, he's allowed to talk. He's allowed to express those views, and we're running out of gas already. We're out of gas. All right, we're gonna have to make a stop soon. He's allowed to express those views. YouTube kicked him off. He's on another site now. He moved to a site. He's got his own website, but he's on another platform called BitChute, right? Where he used to get millions and millions of views. All right, his videos now get about 3,000, 4,000 views. All right, that's the power of YouTube. That's where all the growth happened. And now when you put it all into an app, and it's all encompassed in one app, it's going to stunt the growth of not only URL but battle rap as a whole, and the battle rappers that are performing on their league. All right, especially it's going to stunt the growth of the young talent, especially because you can only see them on the app. That means only the hardcore fans are going to see these guys. Only the hardcore fans. All right, they're not going to be exposed to the general public anymore because you have to be a paying customer now to see them. This is my problem with it. I love the idea of an app. I just think it's being executed wrong. It's my opinion. I could obviously be wrong, but it's my opinion. I think I think the pay-per-view should be included, or at least have tiers. Have a have your $8 a month in the way you want to go about it, and then have it $20 a month that includes all the pay-per-views, and keep all the events as pay-per-views. All right. If you did that, if you included the pay-per-views URL, this app would blow up. Vince McMahon did it. All right, everybody called him crazy and old, decrepit man. We need to get him off. They were literally trying to get him booted off the WWE as chairman. They were trying to get rid of the owner. All right, when he said, I'm going to charge $9.99 for the app, and everyone was like, okay, that's fine. But then he said, all the pay-per-views are going to be on. Remember, he used to charge $65 a month for a pay-per-view, sometimes twice a month, $65. He went to $9.99, all right, in order to keep the fans engaged. Because once you start getting a little tired of battle rap and this and that, or even wrestling, all right, you're not gonna want to pay these enormous prices. But if it's only $9.99, right, you might, like, bro, I haven't watched wrestling. I haven't consistently watched wrestling in years. I still pay for the WWE network. It's $10. I paid for it. I've probably used it twice in this year. Because it's $10. It's whatever. If I ever want to watch WrestleMania, it's convenient. It's there. Boom. I watch it. If I want to watch a battle rap, boom, it's there. But I'm not going to sit here and pay for a service that, first of all, doesn't have the pay-per-views. All right, and it's just going to have selective content that's going to get dropped. All right, and I know they're going to see what they're going to do now. Now they're going to be they're releasing Ichi Gotti and Chess on there, and that's going to be, all right. Toll ahead, reduce speed. Which one do I go to pay? Who knows? I'm probably going to get another. Yeah, well, I never got a ticket. Anyways.
It'll be in the mail when we get home.
Whatever. There's gonna be like 55 tickets in the building.
And I'll pay for it like I pay for your other one, baby.
Boss talking over there. All right, boss life. I'll pay for it. Got you, boo. But we're not broke here, all right? $7.99 a month. We'll pay for it. All right, we'll pay for it. All right, we're gonna pay for you. RL, calm down.
I'll pay because you get an attitude. Like, oh, we're gonna get a ticket because of you. It's your fault.
Kind of low key.
Playing hit 'em up in the background.
You were playing hit 'em up.
I was. Acting like I didn't speak English.
I don't think he understood what song it was anyway.
Probably not.
Stupid cop. But that's my. All right, I was hoping that I was gonna have the paper because, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I spend $600 to $800 a month on pay-per-views right now. All right, now you want me to pay another $8 a month. All right, and I hate this. Listen, guys, the whole battle rap fans are cheap narrative. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm disgusted with that narrative. You battle rap fans are cheap. No, you don't call the consumers cheap. Never. That's always the wrong route. Nobody's cheap. Anybody can do what they want with their money. All right, if they want to be cheap with it, all right, you got to convince me to want to pay for it. That's how this works. And let me tell you something, URL. You thought bootlegs were an issue before? Welcome to a new world here. This isn't me. This is just reality, bro. All right. Once this app drops, bootlegs are gonna rise 10,000%. All right. It's just common sense. All right. When you're telling 90. Let me ask you something, URL, or just the people that are talking about this. Last point. How many percentage of people that you think that watch battles on YouTube buy the pay-per-view? We'll be generous and say 5%. I don't even think it's that high. It might be 1%. But we'll be generous and say 5%, right? So you're telling 95% of your consumers that either you pay for an app where you're not going to get all the material, you're just going to get some of it, some exclusive stuff, all right? And you're still not going to get the pay-per-views. All right, and you're not gonna get these drops anymore. Like literally, YouTube's done. All right, if you're not dropping battles for 5 months, it's done. You've completely abandoned the platform that everybody dies to get on and be successful on because they know that they can branch out from there. Now, people will say, well, that's what they're doing. They're branching out from there. No, I understand that, but they're abandoning it. And you cannot abandon YouTube when your growth came from YouTube. Other platforms, they can do that, right? Because their growth didn't come from YouTube. They grew organically. URL, your growth grew from YouTube, on the backs of YouTube from the beginning. Everybody knows this, all right? So when you abandon your fan base and tell them, like, listen, you have to pay now, all right? Or it's going to be months till you see anything, all right? That's going to make people be like, you know what? Maybe I really am not interested in battle rap as much as I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna shrink your fan base. And the lie that YouTube doesn't pay is a complete lie. They pay. Otherwise, no one would upload content to their platform anymore. So don't believe that lie. That's the lie they're pushing. YouTube doesn't pay no more. They pay. Now, I'm all for being independent and going away from it, but you can't just abandon it. You can't just say we're not dropping. You should still drop battles within a month or two on YouTube. At least some of the battles. Listen, the Goods and Cassidy battle 100% needs to be dropped on YouTube. To put it on the app to me is a mistake. The people already paid for it. The people buying the app already seen the battle. They already seen it on pay-per-view because the hardcores bought the pay-per-view. The hardcores are the only people gonna buy the app. All right, no. This is my last thing. Unless you were a hardcore, you wouldn't pay $1 for the app. You wouldn't pay 50. Why would you pay even 50 cents for an app unless you're a hardcore? You're not doing it because you got to sign up. You got to do all that. It's not about the money. All right, it's the process of going about it and putting a credit card in and being just signed up into it. That's the process of it. You're not gonna do it unless you're hardcore. That's why you need YouTube, because the whole point of YouTube is to churn your casuals into paying fans. Now, what you're basically saying is, we're done growing. We got our fan base, and we're gonna try to get our fan base for as much money as we can. That's what you're doing. That's my problem with it. It's not about the app that you guys are doing that. I'm buying it. Of course, I'm paying for it. Blah, 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 blah. It's about the growth of battle rap. That's what my concern is. You lose short-term money for long-term growth. Everybody understands that in business. That's literally business 101. And when I hear some of y'all talk, I feel like y'all don't understand business, man. But the game is to be sold, not told. And I've already spoke too much, right, Ponzi? I've already spoke too much. Y'all should be paying me for these gems I'm dropping on you. She knows about it.
Diamonds of knowledge, right?
Diamonds of knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Nay, nay. Love you guys.
Look at how pretty she is.
Peace.